So I define myself as this. I build businesses, brands, and people all over the world. And I do this by creating environments where people working together can achieve extraordinary things while finding meaning and well-being. That's my true north. When I'm doing well, my business is doing well, I am fulfilled, happy, and my team is performing great, it's because I am close to this true north. When I am not, there's something that needs to be adjusted.
Technologists that love what they do. They are there to invent things, and they hope the world wants it. We're there to say, here's what the world wants. Let's do a big mashup. One of the things we've done is we've helped them redesign breast cancer screening. Women there don't get screened for breast cancer. Cancer's a curse. Breast cancer is just a really bad curse. And so we created a digital avatar program with the government so that women could ask questions about screening kind of behind the anonymity of a digital avatar. That's creativity, right? I didn't need to have Saturday Night Live to create a digital avatar that has impact. So I think if you're open, these kind of businesses often have a need that meets a mission.
There's a number of things that are going on. There are some huge changes in how people buy, how people sell, how the world of marketing is done. Here are the 6 hot zones from my perspective. Search marketing was what we always wished for, but now, when people search, they give you the answer of what they're interested in. They tell you, car, Audi S5 Cabriolet. They tell you the answer of what they're interested in. It's a phenomenally powerful thing. And Google, Bing, and others have made it a spectacular 30 billion plus business. Social media is profoundly changing how marketing is done. And people think, you know, it's a fluffy little Facebook thing and it's Evite and it's a few people. No, it's not. It is changing how buying and selling is happening. So when we look at LinkedIn, when we look at our relationship between blogs and selling, even in business to business, if you use social media right, you can create leads, you can nurture leads, you can do things that were impossible to do at scale before.
Big data. This is the one I run into wherever I go. It is, in my view, the biggest both obstacle and opportunity for just about anybody in the marketing and consumer research world. And in fact, today I would refer to it mostly as a significant problem. It's confusing. It represents the most diverse, wide-ranging interests you could ever imagine. Most people who bring big data to the table all have a self-serving interest in how to use it in some way, shape, or form. And so if you are a user, you're trying to reach a population or understand an insight with a population, you have to dissect all of those things. Like, what is the underlying interest of the party who's bringing the data to me? And why do they want it this way? And how does it relate to the 5 things next door, right? Just stop and think about Facebook's interests, Google's interests, Microsoft's interests, Apple's interests, and think about Amazon's interests, and think about the data that they have, the notion that if you could put all that data together, you could solve the world's problems. That's all true. The problem is you can't do it, right?
So I sit with the board management, and even though technically I'm a communications guy, I participate with them on a lot of other issues. And it's fun because I learn about the company in a way which many of us don't learn about the client. I'm part of the client team, and it's a little bit more responsibility. Like I said, when in the old days, when I said, why can't you change the color of the car? You can. It just costs so much money and so much effort. And all those things you have to know about your clients. So I don't know how many of you are in the service business. When you talk about your client, make sure you understand their business in the way they understand their business. It's too often in the advertising world, it's about, I'll just know the consumer side of the business. But that's not enough. You have to learn the other side of the business just as well, so you know what to tell the consumer. So being at Ford, really, I have that advantage of literally sitting with them, talking to them all day, feeling their anxieties, feeling their gains and pains.